If they struggle in Champions League and lose at home to their bitter rivals, Liverpool, what then for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Look, I'm not here to fire people, although, I mean, he did, I've mentioned before why I look at some of the other managers and teams that are going to contend, and I don't think he's up to par. Now, look, I mean, he's a young manager. That's not his fault, but he did get the keys to arguably the biggest club in the world, right? He got the keys to it. I think he's done some good stuff for them. I mentioned players respect him and like him. So do fans. The culture, I have to admit that the culture of old Manchester United is back. Now, how much time are you going to give him? Let's not forget Varane, Sancho, who again, not very good today. He was substituted. Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo added to the team of last year. Look where they are. Look where Liverpool are without buying basically no one player. They just, recovered players that weren't able to play. And Manchester City, where do you put Manchester United? With massive spending this summer, with 3 unbelievably good players. As I said, the players are there. But, Pogba and Matic in the midfield, that's a bit of an issue. We know there's a need there. But on the whole, from what I see so far, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not experienced enough and maybe not good enough just yet to have Manchester United contend for the title.
Let's end by me launching a grenade and seeing what happens to it. That grenade would be thus. Brendan Rodgers, I think, has a glass ceiling with Leicester City. I think he's achieved slightly less than he would have hoped for last season. I thought he was excellent last season. I think his biggest strength is he improves players. He, for me, would be a better Manchester United manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not trying to get rid of him from Leicester before you start having a go. Would Manchester United think Brendan Rodgers would be a big enough name for them to go for if they got rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? What do you think?
I think so. Because they've got to look at the big teams Brendan Rodgers has been on, right? I mean, he's more experienced. That's why I have a difficulty sometimes. Have a go at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? Because it to me is more of the board saying, here's the keys to the biggest club in the world, arguably, again, but one of the biggest clubs in the world. And knowing that perhaps it's going to be step too far, or it's going to take 4, 5, or 6 years to get there. Now, if they want to wait that long, maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will learn even more as he goes. Brendan Rodgers is ready. He was in that position once, remember, but now not just in England, but in Scotland as well. And now proving, at Leicester City, what he can do with players. I think he's going to be, for sure top 3, or he should be top 3, if in fact there comes a time where Manchester United are gonna look for a manager. But he's also a good example of what I said before. Maybe you got to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a little bit more time. Maybe he can become a Brendan Rodgers where he's experienced enough to take the job or continue the job.
If only everybody in life had patience. I'm not sure how much is there. It's a huge week coming up for Manchester United, culminating in that Liverpool game. But for Leicester, what a 3 points this is, and surely this can now kickstart their season. Well done to them. They win it by 4-2.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.